the bio of Gertrude Elaine Detroit Bird. Our mother was born in Cameron Parish, Cameron, Louisiana, on September 27, 1927, to Robert Lee Troyes and Rosa Ethel Sterling Troyes. She was raised with her brother, Amos Nathaniel Troyes, who was 3 years her senior. Their childhood was rich with a Creole culture, living in the area nicknamed the Sportsman's Paradise of the Bayous. Oftentimes, when the water was ripe with crab, Mama and Amos went down to the water with a piece of string, tied in knots with bait, to dip in the water catching their dinner. Mama said they would just drop that string in the water no longer than a minute, and all kinds of crabs would be on it. My mother's father died, he had diabetes and passed in a diabetic coma when Mama was only 12, leaving the family in a financial void. Mama had to work while going to school to help out. 12 years old. 2 years later, the family picked up and moved to Lake Charles, where our grandmother, affectionately known as Big Mama, met Courtney. We never knew his name was Times became increasingly hard for the family, and at only 14 years old, Mama had to go to school to New Orleans for a year. At the age of 15, Big Mama wanted to move again, this time to Galveston. Here's where Big Mama met and married Lily Toran. To this union, our mother's only sister, Gwendolyn Lee Toran Richard, was born. Just about that time in 1946, World War II was ending and Mom was 18. By this time, Courtney had moved to Lake Charles and resided in San Francisco, and his sister Willie Jefferson Bird's family owns dry cleaning and boarding house business. Y'all know about that? Okay. Courtney was the one that suggested that Big Mama and Mama stay at sister's boarding home. As our mother and grandmother, as our mother and grandmother got out of the car, our uncles Parn and James, peering from the upstairs window, flew down to help with the luggage. Our father, Robert, Bob, and Uncle Sonny was in the dry cleaners working and were able to see Mama and Big Mama from the street. Daddy and Mama both knew something right then and there. Love at first sight. Daddy said to Uncle Sonny, "That's the girl I'm going to marry." And Mama said to Big Mama, "I just might marry that man." 6 months later, on September 16, 1946, they were married along with Uncle Sonny and Aunt Geneva, who just decided to marry at the last moment. On November 30th, 1948, their first child, Demetria Bird Lane. That's right. 2 years later, on March 12, 1950, Robert Lee Bird Jr. was born. He's not here tonight. 3 years after that. Beverly Ann Bird was born on June 9, 1953. Then finally, 7 years later, the brat. Sharon Yvette Bird was born on September 17, 1960. My mother is blessed to have 4 children, 9 grandchildren, which includes 3 adopted nephews, and 16 great-grandchildren, including 1 adopted great-grand. The grandchildren are Robert Lee Bird III, Tate Lane, Alicia Teresa Bird Joe, David and Richard Bird LaRoche, Anthony Robertson Perry, Donald and Derek Wilson, Enrique LaRoche. The great-grands are Michelle Vanessa Bird, Devontae Bird, Dante Lane, Elijah Lane, Devin Morris, Darielle Bird, Johnny Joe, Charles Dayton Joe, Israel Joe, Tamara LaRoche, Jasmine LaRoche, Dominique Moore Perry, Leah Perry, Alexis Dior Perry, and Colleen Simone Perry. My mother was and still is always there for all of us, whether we need her or not. She's always telling you whether you're there for a visit or home on an extended stay, what's in her pantry and refrigerator to eat. We're so proud to have my mother to look up to and to have her present to receive this special recognition. We are humble and thankful to God for blessing us with our beautiful mother.
This certificate of appreciation to honor Gertrude Bird on behalf of the 2010 Jefferson Family Reunion Committee. We present this to you.
You all accept this on behalf of my lovely mom.
And from the California State Legislature, certificate of recognition presented to Gertrude Bird, Jefferson Family Reunion, signed by California Assembly member and State Senator.
Wonderful.